Well, it is Monday morning in Colorado Springs, and we woke up to the sunshine. It is so nice after a whole weekend of bitter cold weather and snow in May. I am so excited to have a Monday morning with sunshine. I got to wake my kids up this morning and say, 4 days left of school, and it's a great day to be in Colorado Springs. And even though I know we are in the mountains, you can see them there behind me, I am darn ready for this weather to figure itself out, and so I'm so glad today that it worked. And so perfect timing, because I want to make a dessert for spring and summer, and I have so many beautiful flavors that I thought that we could combine together today. And so come in, let's do it, let's celebrate spring. So if you were here in my kitchen on this day, and I would love that if you were, there would be two options. First, I would ask you if you wanted to help me cook, because I always love to press people up against me while I cook and just feel loved and surrounded by people that I adore. Or I would make you pull up a chair and just sit and talk to me. And I do not know why that has always been one of my favorite things. I love to be able to cook and feel like I'm cooking things for people that I really love, and having them sit there and just talk to me. I could do that for days on end. I could while a whole day away like that. So come to Colorado Springs today. I'm so glad that you're here. And because it's sunny and summertime is now on the horizon and the cold weather has hopefully left, I thought that it would be really fun to make a parfait, which doesn't take too long. It feeds a lot of people, perfect for girlfriend days out. So if you were sitting right here, I would say let's make parfaits, because they're beautiful and fresh and delicious. So there's a couple of things that I've already done. The first thing is that I made key lime kind of like a sauce, and we're going to use it to layer in our parfaits. The second thing I've done is I've blended up some of these Lorna Doone shortbread cookies, because you're going to need those to give a nice shortbready flavor. And what I'm going to do actually is stick them in a bowl and mix in 3 tablespoons of melted butter and just a little bit of sugar, because I thought it would be good to have just a little bit of that granulation from the sugar. So I'm going to melt that, and we'll work on the crust in a second. The other thing that I've done is I have melted white chocolate chips. And you probably know this, but I have found that when I melt chocolate chips, they actually shouldn't get hot, or else they start to get, the fat kind of gets out of them, and then they curdle and they don't work right. And so a bag of white chocolate chips have been melted, and then I am going to add to that my Philadelphia cream cheese, all eight ounces of it. I just want the entire brick of it, because that flavor with that key lime flavor, raspberries, it's going to be so good. You know, the idea for this recipe came from a little farm that I take my kids to in the summertime, and we go and pick raspberries. And so raspberries is one of those berries that we can find in Colorado. Not a lot of berries grow. We have really hard soil and hard conditions, and so I'm so glad every time we have the opportunity to go and pick berries together. Okay, butter goes in there. We're going to get to that in a second. Okay, I'm going to whip up my Philadelphia cream cheese and my white chocolate chips until they're nice and smooth. And then I'm going to add to that a half a tub of Cool Whip. And so this creates a great mixture that's fluffy, and it's not too sweet, but those white chocolate chips are perfect. And around here, I'm always looking for recipes that have low sugar content, because in the summertime I challenge my kids to a sugar-free summer, and so we all try to go for 3 months without sugar, and I am amazed at how well they do. This recipe would not work for their sugar-free summer, but we've come up with a lot of recipes that work. And so anyway, I always like when I don't have to add a ton of sugar to a recipe, because that's something that's constantly in our minds, especially in the summertime. Okay, whipping it up. And what you have is this kind of whippy pudding-like consistency that just is so full of white chocolate flavor and just lovely. It's going to be so good. Now, the only other thing we have to do is make our, I'm going to pop that over there, our crust. And so I just have a single pack of those Lorna June cookies. They come like this in a stack, and I just stuck one of those stacks in my blender and blended it up. 3 tablespoons of melted butter, about a tablespoon of sugar, and now we are ready to rock and roll. Now you could put this parfait, layer it in just about anything, but I have these lovely little cups that I found at a thrift store. I am such a thrift store junkie. And so I thought that they were kind of cute with the little pedestals underneath, and they're a little bit mix and match, but I thought they would make a really pretty presentation. And if we were having a girls' day out, they would make the table just look so lovely and layered and colorful and feminine. So here we go. This is how we're going to do it. We're just going to put a spoonful of the cookie crust right there in the bottom. See, it's already so pretty. And then I'm going to layer just a spoonful, you know, a nice heaping spoonful of our cream cheese mixture, white chocolate cream cheese. And I'm going to try to make sure that I can keep it as close as possible to plopping it right in the very bottom, because I don't want the edges to get all gooey. This one did not work very beautifully, but you know what? We can just press it down. So try not to get it on the edges, but if you can just plop it right in there and then have it go down. So cute. And then right on top goes our key lime mixture. And this is, I've got the recipe down below, but it's just a beautiful combination of key lime juice. If you don't have key limes, go ahead and use regular limes. I added a little bit of green food coloring to give it that really pretty color, because I wanted it to just be gorgeous with those raspberries. And then some sugar, a little bit of butter. So it's sort of like a key lime curd, but it's not hard to make at all. You just whip it all together with a little bit of cornstarch, and it lends just this beautiful little flavor. And then some fresh raspberries. And those are just going to go right on top. And then we start all over again. And we're just going to do the same thing with the crust all the way to the top. And the very best part about the way that we've layered it is that the last thing to go on top is going to be those fresh raspberries. And look at that. If that is not the most stunning dessert you have ever seen since Colorado was warm this morning, then I will pay you $3 and a big old snowball, because I'm sure we're going to have snow before we know it. So there you go. Key lime and raspberry parfaits, perfect for a Colorado summertime dessert, perfect for a girls' night out, perfect for me to eat right now. Thank you so much for coming by. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your dessert. Bye-bye.